everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and I am back today with another sneak peek unboxing from Diamond Art Club. This is one of their new releases this weekend, and I'm hoping that in this video I can help you decide if it is going to be on your shopping list. So we're going to take a really in-depth look at this kit. If you're newer to Diamond Art Club, I'm going to give you an in-depth look at what they have to offer and hopefully familiarize you a little bit with this company. Now, if you are a returning viewer of mine and maybe noticing a little bit of a different setup here, it's because I'm currently out of town and DAC, just with the timing of shipping, was so sweet to send this to me where I'm currently at. So we're gonna see, hopefully this is all gonna work okay as far as me still being able to share the kit and whatnot with you. Let's get into it. This is called Ashes. It is by Yuumei Art and is another in this series that she does with different masked figures, and I feel like it's always a bit of a commentary on society and the world in a way, and I just thought this one was really poignant. So it is going to be kind of a longer banner style, 83.6 by 55.8 centimeters or 33 by 22 inches. It's going to have square diamonds. Diamond Art Club does blue branding down here for their square drill kits. Colors wise, we have 62 colors in total, including 4 AB and 1 fairy dust, around 75,000 diamonds in this kit. Then on the back of the package is some information about how to diamond paint. If you're newer to this craft, I will have some videos linked in my description box that are beginner friendly, including a basics and how-to 101 type video for diamond painting. The kit contents, we're going to get into all of that in this video, so I won't belabor that. But here at the bottom of the box, it looks like they recently updated their stickers to be a little bit more, well, the image is a lot bigger. So this is, I feel like, just helpful for organizational purposes. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I didn't bring my X-Acto knife, so I'm gonna try to see if my murder tweezers will do the trick. But if you are brand new to Diamond Art Club and thinking of making your very first purchase, I do have a 20% off discount code you're welcome to use. It is just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. Now that is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it, and there's no pressure, but thank you, of course, so much if you do. So let's take a peek at this one. Okay, we'll take a look at the toolkit as well as our treasure quest card and the stickers. Let's start with the toolkit. So for those of you that are not familiar with this company, Diamond Art Club has a toolkit that comes with all of their kits, and it does feature some upgrades from your basic run-of-the-mill diamond painting toolkit, and I feel like is especially nice for beginners. Here we've got what they call a twist and pick pen. It is a little bit more ergonomic than a basic pen, and it also comes preloaded with clear wax. You just want to twist it to get it to start coming out the end, like you can see there. If you run out of what's already in there, twist it the opposite direction and you can load more wax in there. They actually give you a whole extra plate of their clear wax, as well as some of their classic pink heart wax. You could use either of those in the single placer end or in the multi-placer end. So it comes with a 4-placer in the end if you want to try your hand at multi-placing diamonds, and they also give you a 7-placer that you can swap in if you prefer. And then they do give you some extra bags. You could store some of your leftover diamonds in here. And then we have a tray, which is my favorite of their toolkit upgrades. I feel like they really tried to give you a bigger size tray. It is good size, and I like to multi-place, and so having a tray that I can fit plenty of diamonds in is a must. It comes with a removable stopper as well as a sliding lid, and it is stackable. There's little cutouts in the top and bottom, so they stack neatly on top of other trays. So that's what comes in the toolkit. And then as far as, let's see what our treasure quest card is going to be in here. Pop this open. So this treasure quest card is a pretty collectible. There you can see the artwork there a little bit. And also is part of a secondary rewards program that Diamond Art Club has. Each of these cards has a rank. So this one is bronze, so you can see it written here. And while this kit did come with a bronze card, if you also get this kit, well, it's very likely to come with a bronze card. It could also come with one of the other ranks of cards. There's bronze, silver, gold, and black in order of rarity, with black being the rarest, so mostly bronze is what you're going to get. But once you get various combinations of these different ranks of cards, you can redeem them for things like if cards are a custom diamond painting, there's a redemption code you can scratch off here. And I have a video that kind of explains that process if you're interested, that'll be linked below too. On the inside of this envelope, there's some helpful info. I just want to quickly point out that they have a Facebook group and they have a mobile app as well. And then we have a set of stickers. So here's a look at the original artwork. I'm really curious to see if we've got color blocking in here, if it's really confetti heavy. I'm really interested to see this on the canvas. Color palette wise, lots of earth tones in this one, 62 colors in total. The code you see in the right-hand column is the DMC code for each color. This comes from the DMC brand Like and Cross Stitch, a floss Like and Cross Stitch rather. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Diamond Art Club puts their special drills at the end. Z is going to be our fairy dust, AB is going to be our ABs. There's also a lot of 6000s range colors in this kit, and those actually are colors that are not in the DMC color code system, but rather are colors that Diamond Art Club has created to fill gaps in the DMC. Since Diamond Art Club makes all their diamonds in-house, they're able to create those custom colors like that. And there are a few color families like browns, blues, purples in particular that are a little bit lacking as far as what the DMC has. And so I appreciate the Diamond Art Club said, well, let's try to match the original artwork as closely as we can, since we can. Okay, so it looks like we're opening up this way. Oh my gosh, look at that mask. Look at the detail in her hair. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is so pretty. I apologize for the glare. My lighting options are a little bit limited here, you guys, but let me try to move it so you can see a little bit more of this without the glare. This is so pretty. And there's something about Yuumei's artwork that I feel like it just kind of, it's often a very specific kind of commentary, and you may or may not like diamond painting that kind of artwork, but it definitely evokes a lot of emotions, and I think it can be really powerful. So I'm enjoying this one. Plastic cover really shifted. Okay, let's talk about features of this kit in case you're newer to this company. Let's talk about the basics. So their canvas material is nice to diamond paint on. It lays flat pretty well and it holds drills well, which that's really what I'm looking for. The back is this really soft material and it just has a nice weight to it, I would say. As far as glue goes, they use poured glue. That is maybe a little bit less sticky than I'm used to from DAC. I'm gonna mention it to them because I've been hearing a little bit from rumblings from you guys about maybe running into some glue stuff lately. So this is the first that I feel like I'm noticing it right out the gate. I'm also in a different climate, actually. I'm in a very different climate right now. So I really wonder sometimes if this is at all climate based. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud. I'll figure it out on the back end. Don't worry. I'll let you guys know if I find anything out. But they have poured glue on their kits. They also have a thick plastic cover that has perforated sections on it. And so if you like having those designated areas to work within, you have that. We also have legend at the top left as well as over at the bottom right. And then at the bottom left, we have the title, the size, and copyright. So this piece is legally licensed by Diamond Art Club from Yuumei. That means that the artist is given permission for the use of this artwork by Diamond Art Club and is being compensated for it as well. And this is the case for all of their artwork. Here we've got their socials and yet another discount code, and your kit does come with a lifetime warranty. So as long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty, which includes if you were to run out of a drill color or something like that, you can contact customer support and they could take you from there. Looking up close, I'm seeing actually a little bit more color blocking than I was expecting. Now, color blocking is where you have, like you can see here, a lot of the same color or symbol in a small area. So I'll be able to use a multi-placer and zip right through areas like that. Now, the opposite of color blocking is what we call confetti. I'll get you a good example probably here in the mask, if I had to guess. Yeah, so confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area, so you'll be doing more single placing and changing the color out in your tray more often. But the upside is that, especially in areas like this where you want a lot of detail, confetti is how you get it. And so that's what we're seeing there. Yeah, in this background up here, there's a lot of color blocking as well. So you know what? If you're a Yuumei fan, but sometimes are worried about working on her kits because they tend to be very confetti heavy, this could be a good alternative. I say as we get into the super confetti heavy area over here with literal like sprinkles of confetti almost. So there are some confetti heavy areas in this kit for sure, like in these bubbles, like down here and stuff. But there are also a decent number of areas that had some color blocking and line blocking. So if this is an artist whose artwork you enjoy, but it's often too confetti heavy for you, maybe this is a good alternative, or a good option rather. So we're at 83 and a bit that way, where this is 83.6. And then this way we are at almost 56 centimeters, and where this is 55.8. So we're true to size, which is not surprising. We usually are. Let's look at drill colors. There's a sticker on here to tell you what kit these go with. And yeah, lots of browns and other earth tones in this one. Let's open it up. All right, so there's our color palette. I'm also, of course, very interested to see what our special drills are going to be, as always. So Diamond Art Club puts their drills, well, they put the DMC code on the packs of diamonds, but they're not actually in DMC order. They're typically roughly in order of weight, the diamonds there are the most of to the least. And that can be helpful depending on what kinds of storage you like to kit up into. Diamond Art Club square drills, in my opinion, are some of the best on the market. I feel like they're usually pretty consistent in terms of size and shape, and tend to be really not too full of trash. Trash diamonds are diamonds that you can't use for any number of reasons, whether they've got little tabs sticking off the side, and square drills, there's not space around the diamonds. They sit flush against each other, so if there's a tab sticking off the side, or if it's not consistent in size and shape, it's gonna pop, it won't fit on the canvas. Here we've got our first special drill, AB 5200. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These get their name from the northern lights and have a very sparkly iridescent coating on the top. It is going to draw your eye to the areas it's been charted and stand out from regular diamonds. So we've got this white AB, and we will go through the canvas together to take a look at where these different special drills will be found once we actually get through looking at all of them. But we have several. It just seems like we don't have large amounts of any of them, really. Here is our next AB, which is the light brown AB, kind of a taupe color, AB 3861. See that sparkly finish. And some of our 6000s range colors in the mix. Here's our next, special drill, not an AB. This is, I think, our one and only, this is our only fairy dust color in this kit. Now, fairy dust diamonds are a lot more subtle than ABs are. They have a shimmery kind of pearlescent sheen on the tops of them. It looks like someone just brushed a fine glitter coating on there. So more subtle, but still stand out a bit from regular diamonds. They have a nice shimmery effect. Then we've got this bright green AB 3819. I have to imagine we're looking at, these have got to be in the mask and in some of the bubbles, right? I feel like that's where it makes sense to add some extra sparkle, some enhancements. I think we have one more AB, maybe two, but we're getting into the colors that we have the smallest amounts of here. So let's take a look. Random blues, which we don't have a lot of those at all. All right, here's our last AB. This is AB 741, a light orange AB. That's a good one. And then here's the end of our strand. So we have a 6000s range purple color and then this light blue. Let me take a quick peek ahead of you and see where the special drills go. I will be right back. All right, so just as a refresher, we have the green fairy dust. And then for ABs, we had a white AB, a brown AB, a bright green AB, and a light orange AB. The easiest one to point out right off the bat is going to be our white AB. Any white that you see in this kit is going to be the white AB. There's not a non-AB white color. It's the white that you see in the flowers in her mask, in the stem of this flower here, and the white up here. The white outline, awkward space here. The white kind of on the side of her hand over here, as well as the patch of white over here at her shoulder and or arm and shoulder here. And then the white that you see in the bubbles. Sorry, I'm fighting glare from two different sources. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me here. But yes, the white in the flowers in the bubbles, that is going to be white AB. Now, the brown AB was a little bit trickier for me to find, honestly. There's a little bit of it. I just spied it and now it's left. Yeah, there's some in her hair. There's a line of it in her strand of hair right here. But I don't see it elsewhere in her hair, actually. I just see a line of it right there. And then there was some of it actually in the bubbles and in the sides of the bubbles. So there's a patch of it right here on the underside of this bubble. There's some of it down kind of the center of this bubble. And there's a patch of it here in this bubble. Again, this is the brownie bee. And I believe that's all that I'm seeing. Oh, there's a patch over here too in this bubble. It's a little bit extra sparkle to the bubbles. I see actually a little line of it right there and right there. There's a line of it right here. So like, yeah, a couple of different spots, some kind of outlining spots and a little bit through the middle in a few. So that's our brown AB. Let's talk about our green special drills. So we had a bright green AB as well as a kind of more medium toned green fairy dust. Those are next to each other actually quite a lot in this artwork. So this medium toned green is the green fairy dust. It's all throughout the greens here, the green at the center of this bubble and this bubble, the greens over here. Again, kind of the medium toned greens all throughout here, a little bit up there as well. It's also in her mask. It's just medium toned. It's not the darkest, it's not the lightest, it's kind of right in the middle, but it's all throughout her mask. The light green AB is similarly throughout quite a lot of the same areas. So it's all throughout her mask in a few different spots. It's in like some green areas like this right here. It's in some of these lighter green areas in these leaves, as well as up here in some of these leaves. It's up here, as well as some of those leaves over there. And then last we had the bright orange AB, which there was not a lot of, but it's pretty easy to find. It's the centers of the flowers in her mask here and here. There's a little bit of it in her hand right here. It's also the centers of the flowers. There's like one in the center of this flower right here. This flower up here, there's a couple. This flower up here, there's a couple. And then these flowers right here, there's a couple. And this right here as well. So yeah, the bubbles and the mask, those are really the main spots that we're seeing the special drills in this particular kit, which I think that makes sense. I feel like a kit like this that has like a darker color palette in some areas and overall just some more neutral toned piece that less is more is the phrase I was looking for. Less is more when it comes to special drills. And I feel like the areas they've decided to enhance will work really well for this artwork. And yeah, I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So as a quick recap, this is called Ashes. It's by Yuumei, and it's one of Diamond Art Club's new releases this weekend. It's coming out, which is Saturday, February 28th. Yes, 28th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the general release time, and if you're in the Diamond or Ruby tier of the rewards program, you do get a half an hour early access window, so you could set your alarms for that if you like. If this sells out during early access, as a rule, they try to hold back stock for the general release, so you could try again then. I don't know. I know Yuumei is often a popular artist at DAC and sometimes sells out really fast, and sometimes it sticks around for a little bit. So it's hard saying, but if this is a must-have for you, like cry if you don't get it, I would suggest setting an alarm to be safe. But this is the part where I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. What are your first impressions of this one? Is it going to be on your shopping list for the weekend, your wish list for someday, or one that you're going to enjoy vicariously through others? Either way, I hope that this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, especially in this different setting. I really appreciate it. I should be back to my usual spot next week. And if you would like to see more diamond painting videos from me and make sure you don't miss any, please subscribe. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies, as well as weekly whip and chats and how-tos and tutorials, and I'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, friends. I hope you're doing very, very well, and I will chat with you again soon. Bye.